Hey guys, in this month's Historical Fiction 101, I'm going to be talking about the hot men in history. I just wanted to do something a little silly for this month's Historical Fiction 101 and just talk about some of the hot men of history. The reason I wanted to do this video, I started thinking about historical fiction. And a lot of times in historical fiction, some of the men are described as being super sexy and handsome and gorgeous, but then when I go look up their real portrait, half the time they do not look like how they are pictured in the book. And the same with movies and TV shows. If there's a historical figure and they have a really hot, good-looking actor playing that role, but then once again, you look at the real picture and it's like, that's not that guy. Just to give some examples of the not-so-hot men of history, let's start with William Shakespeare, for instance. That is not Joseph Fiennes. If you've seen Shakespeare in Love, you know that Joseph Fiennes is super attractive as Shakespeare, but yeah, nothing like the real dude. Even in literature with William Shakespeare, last year I read The Tutor by Andrea Chapin, and that book has William Shakespeare in it, and he's described as being good looking, and it's like, he's not, stop. And Edgar Allan Poe, you guys. Look at this photo. Seriously, he is not an attractive man whatsoever. But I recently read this book called Mrs. Poe by Lynn Cullen, and my god, that book portrayed Edgar Allan Poe as catnip. I think that's the word Lynn Cullen even used in her book, talking about how Poe was considered catnip to the ladies back in the day. And oh my god, he is super attractive in that book. It's not even funny. And it's like, this picture, that's not what I have in my head reading this book. So yeah, the point of this video, talking about the hot men of history. The men who I think are actually pretty hot. Let's start off with Cesare Borgia, you guys. Woo! I love Cesare Borgia. If you've watched the Stars series, the Borgias, it had Jeremy Irons, and then it had Francois Arnaud playing Cesare Borgia. My god, he is hot. And I think this real-life portrait of him, I think he's pretty attractive. I mean, if you sit and take him out of some of those clothes and maybe trim the hair and the beard, I think he's really attractive underneath all that. And then next, I have King Ludwig II of Bavaria. I just recently kind of started learning about this guy. I recently read Stacie, Empress on Her Own by Alison Pataki. Ludwig of Bavaria is in that book. He's described as being very handsome and attractive, even though he's very eccentric and kind of weird. But yeah, this real photo of him, I think he looks pretty good looking. So I think Alison Pataki got that right. So I have a story for this next one, you guys. Let's talk about Ernest Hemingway, the popular author. I was taking a college course for American literature. We were reading A Farewell to Arms, which, by the way, I love that book, you guys. And my professor, he was just giving us a look at Ernest Hemingway's life and how that connects to his novels. And he showed us some pictures of the young Ernest Hemingway, and my god, you guys, look at this photo. My god. Woo, he is hot. And I remember even glancing up, I was like taking my notes, and I remember glancing up and going, oh my god, he's hot. And then my friend sitting next to me, we both looked at each other and she said the exact same thing to me. This next one might be a little weird to you guys, but Tsar Nicholas II. Does anyone else think he's mildly attractive? Kind of like Cesare Borgia. Like I said with Cesare Borgia, if you trim the beard, cut the hair, I was kind of thinking that about Tsar Nicholas II. If you trim off the beard, I think he's pretty attractive underneath that. His eyes, I really like his eyes. Something about his eyes. Like I said, guys, that might be a weird one for you guys, but I think I kind of have a bit of a thing for Tsar Nicholas II. And then the last one that I have here is Edward VIII, who famously fell in love with the American Wallace Simpson, and then he abdicated the throne, so in turn his brother got the throne, that guy being the current Queen Elizabeth's father. But yeah, Edward VIII, I think he's pretty attractive. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. And who played him in The King's Speech? Wasn't it Guy Pearce? So yeah, I think that was pretty accurate for the most part. So yeah, you guys, a very silly, probably shallow video. Like I said, I just wanted to do something kind of fun and different for Historical Fiction 101 this month. And you guys, I want you to be silly along with me. Are there any paintings or photographs of people in history that you think, man, they're kind of attractive, but you don't really want to admit it out loud? So yeah, I hope you guys had fun with this video. Seriously though, I mean, that's all this video was. It was just intended to be funny and silly, nothing serious. I don't want anyone to think that I'm disrespecting some of these people, since, you know, all these people are dead. But still, you guys, share with me down below any attractive men in history that you like. I might do another one of these for women, because sometimes the women are described as being super attractive as well, and then you look at their real photo and it's like, oh my god. So yeah, the same thing goes on with the women just like it does with the men, with the over-sexualizing of their looks and whatnot. So that's it for this month's Historical Fiction 101. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.